Leo's damn shortcut, that's what got us here. The diesel stink of twilight was bad enough in his clapped-out Cherokee, but then the trees closed in like prison bars. My phone GPS flickered like a dying firefly. "Told you we should have taken the interstate, Leo," I grumbled, jabbing at the screen. "Signal's gone. We're officially in deliverance country now." Leo white-knuckled the wheel, that fake confidence plastered on his face.
"Relax, Benji. Shortcut, remember? Saved us 20 miles.
Saved us? Felt more like driving straight into the belly of some giant dark beast. From the back, Alex, always the quiet one, piped up, his voice tight.
Doesn't feel like saving. Feels deep and dark. Real dark."
He pressed against the window like he wanted to melt through it. His unease was a physical thing, thickening the already stuffy air. Then the Jeep choked. A violent shudder racked the whole damn chassis, followed by a death rattle that cut off mid-wheeze. The headlights flickered, dimmed, and died, plunging us into a blackness so thick you could chew it. Only the dashboard's sickly green glow remained.
"What the hell?"
Leo muttered, uselessly stomping the gas. Nothing. Key turn? Silence. My gut clenched. Dead battery or fried alternator. Either way, we were screwed. Dead, I stated flatly. The word hung heavy in the sudden quiet, making every rustle and sigh from the unseen woods sound 10 times louder.
"Battery? Alternator?"
Leo slammed the wheel.
"Was fine 5 minutes ago."
Panic edged his voice. Mine was ice. Panic gets you killed. Alex pointed, finger trembling. "Look, lights."
Sort of.
Through a gap in the pines, down a slope, a flickering neon sign buzzed like an angry wasp. Gruber's Fuel and Fix, always open. Below it, a concrete block shack squatted beside 2 rusted-out, skeletal pumps that looked like they hadn't seen fuel since the Carter administration. "Phew, abandoned," I breathed.
Gotta be. Straight out of a zombie flick. Every horror movie trope screamed run, but options were zero.
The air outside hit like a physical blow, biting cold laced with pine needles, damp rot, stale oil, and something metallic like old pennies.
Maybe a phone. Tools.
Like my pocket knife would hotwire this nightmare. We grabbed dying phones, no signal, flashlight apps pathetic, a half-empty water bottle, and Leo's multi-tool. It felt like bringing a squirt gun to a house fire. Our footsteps on the gravel drive were obscenely loud. Up close, Gruber's was worse. Plaster peeled like leprous skin. The grimy window showed only pitch black inside. One pump was a gutted carcass. The other's nozzle lay on the ground like a severed limb, oozing thick black sludge that shimmered wrong under the stuttering neon. The heavy metal door stood slightly ajar. Leo pushed it. The screech of rusted hinges echoed like a damn banshee wail. Inside, ancient receipts, rat turds, a toppled stool, sagging shelves. The air was freezer cold, tasting of decay and that persistent coppery tang. A dead bulb dangled by frayed wires. The only light came from the sputtering neon outside, painting nightmare shapes on the walls. "Charming," I muttered. "No phone. Shocker." Alex shivered violently beside me. Leo moved behind the counter, finding another door slightly open. A tiny back room, more dust, cobwebs thick as rope, and a heavy-duty toolbox bolted to the floor, padlocked shut, and rusted solid. Nothing useful. Dread, cold and oily, started pooling in my stomach. I turned back. My blood ran cold. The heavy entrance door was now firmly shut. I lunged for it, yanking the handle. Solid. Shoulder charge? Like hitting reinforced concrete. Jammed. Or locked. From the outside? Guys, the Jeep. I joined him, peering out. Under the epileptic neon, the Jeep's headlights suddenly blazed to life, blinding us. The engine roared, a deep, guttural, inhuman sound that vibrated up through the soles of my boots, shaking dust from the ceiling. It wasn't Leo's engine. It sounded ancient, enraged, like a diesel locomotive pushed into meltdown. Then, instantly, the lights died. The sound cut off. Silence slammed down, heavier than before. What was that? Alex whispered. Impossible, I breathed. Logic fighting a losing battle. Battery was stone dead. No way. Leo tried for calm, voice cracking. Then it started. From beneath the damn floor, it synced with the frantic hammering in my own chest. What is that? Alex hissed. I swept my light across the cracked concrete floor. Nothing, just... I stopped dead. My beam caught it near the padlock toolbox. Thick, black sludge, identical to the crap from the pump outside, was oozing from under the toolbox door. It crept across the dust, glistening like spilled oil under a street lamp. The smell hit then, overpowering. That metallic tang exploded into the raw stink of fresh blood, mixed with scorching hot engine oil. Pump number 2. Who's there? Out of order. The temperature dropped another 10 degrees. I grabbed the metal stool, solid, heavy, swung it hard at the grimy front window. It bounced off, like I'd hit a bank vault. Not a scratch. Not a damn scratch.
Stay for the full service.
It came from right beside Leo. Leo swung his light. Alex stood frozen, eyes wide with terror, mouth clamped shut. The voice hadn't come from him. The gurgling beneath the floor grew louder, wetter. The pool of ooze shimmered, then rippled, like something huge was moving just beneath its surface. The sound was shockingly loud. The padlock on the toolbox shattered. The heavy metal door creaked slowly open. Inside the open toolbox weren't tools. It was filled with a writhing tangle of dark, fibrous roots, slick with the same black fluid, pulsing slowly. The pool of ooze surged. A shape began to coalesce within it. We scrambled back, Leo, Alex, me. And somehow we forced the door open and ran for our lives. The abandoned pump wasn't shelter. It was Gruber's garage. And Gruber was a mechanic who insisted on full service. Leo's damn shortcut had driven us straight on to the lift, and the bill was going to be paid in blood.